Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the most expected question series for the Linguistics Net paper. This is the part 4 of the same series. So, let's get started. The first question is about a term used in phonology in both synchronic and diachronic contexts to refer to the omission of some of the sounds occurring in a sequence of similar articulations is called. So here the question is about phonology and the option is haplology. It is in this process what happens, there is a omission of some of the sounds where there in a sequence there are sounds with similar articulations. For example, we have the word library, and hence because of this similar articulation sometimes the r from the middle is omitted and it is pronounced as library. Instead of library, it is pronounced as library. Similarly, we have the word cyclist. Hence, the process is known as haplology. The question number 2 is about a term used in language acquisition to refer to a grammatically unstructured utterance, usually consisting of a single word, which is characteristic of the earliest stage of language learning in children, is known as. So here the question is very direct, and the question is about the first stage of the child language learning, and this stage is what is known as a hollow phrase, that is option C, and the utterances which are produced from this stage are known as holophrastic utterances, which are also known as one word stages. One word stage, it is also known as one word stage because single words are produced by a child in this stage. For example, the words like dada or all gone, there, more, etc. The question third is about a term sometimes used in linguistic study of deaf communication, referring to words which are usually identical when seen on the lips is called. Hence, such words or to name such words, a term is known as homophony, and the examples of homophones are fen and ven. So if you see people speaking fen and ven, so by lip reading you can tell whether somebody is speaking fen or ven. Moving to question number 4, we have a term used in semantic analysis to refer to words, that is lexemes, which have the same pronunciation but differ in meaning is known as. So such words are known as homophones, and the term which have been given is known as homophony. Hence option A is the correct answer, where homo means same and phono means sound. For example, we have the words as through and through, with spelling THREW, and the others spelling is THROUGH, but the pronunciation is same. However, there is a difference in the meaning. We have question number 5, which is a term used in grammatical analysis of some languages. For example, we have the language Japanese, which refers to the syntactic or morphological distinctions used to express levels of politeness or respect, especially in relation to the compared social status of the participants, is known as. So such languages are where we have such distinctions with respect to the politeness or respect are known as honorific languages or honorific languages, and one example of such language is Japanese. Hence option B is the correct answer. Coming to question number 6, which is a term used in traditional grammatical analysis and often found in descriptive linguistic studies to refer to dependent constructions, especially those where constituents have been linked through the use of subordinating conjunctions, is known as. The answer to this question is option C, that is hypotactic constructions. This is also known as hypotaxis constructions. For example, we have the sentence, the keeper laughed when the dog barked. So we have two independent constructions, the keeper laughed and the dog barked. Sorry, not independent but dependent constructions, as the keeper laughed and the dog barked. and these dependent constructions are joined together with the subordinating conjunction, that is when. So the keeper laughed when the dog barked. Such constructions are known as hypotactic constructions or hypotaxis constructions. The question number 7 says, a term used in traditional grammatical analysis and often found in descriptive linguistic studies to refer to a constructions of equal status, that is coordination, which are linked solely through juxtaposition and punctuation or intonation is known as. So such constructions are known as paratactic constructions or parataxis constructions. And the very famous example of paratactic construction is I came, I saw, I conquered. Similarly, we have one more example. She bought tea, coffee, eggs, milk. Hence, option D is the correct answer. Moving on to the question number 8, and that is in graphology, a term used for a symbol in a writing system which represents the whole word or concept is known as. So this is known as ideogram as well as ideograph. So both option A and B are correct. Coming to the second last question, and that is a term used in linguistics to refer to the linguistic system of an individual speaker. One's personal dialect is known as. So when we are talking about individual's dialect, we are talking about idiolect. But when it is about a whole society, means dialect of a whole society, it's a sociolect. So one can find an idiolect in people's, especially in the literary writings of people, where we have people expressing their writing or expressing their thoughts in different ways. So through literary writing, one can notice different idiolects. Coming to the last question of the part 4 series, and it is about the minimalist program of Chomsky, and here we have two assumptions given. So let's see. The assertion 1 says that in the minimalist program, procrastination is a general economic constraint which states that all movements in a derivation should be delayed as long as possible. Secondly, assertion 2 says that an operation should take place before it is needed. So we are talking about the procrastination constraint only, operation of procrastination in the assertion 2 only, and here they are saying that it should take place before it is needed. So assertion 1 is correct, but assertion 2 is incorrect, because this operation should take place only when it is needed and not before that. Hence, we have the answer C, that is assertion 1 is correct but 2 is false. And with this, I come to the end of the video. Thank you so much and keep supporting the channel, and also do not forget to share your feedback in the comment section below. Thank you.